I think, the work is something that I really do enjoy. That's before practice, after practice, getting extra shots. I think it's, believing that these shots will show themselves in games. And last second chances. There were a few possessions where I had the ball with 2 seconds left and threw in a shot. And yes, it's a wild shot, but I think it's those extra reps that really help make those go in.
How much pride do you take in what you guys were able to accomplish?
I think we can look at this season and be really happy and proud.
The WNBA community is totally buzzing right now. Everyone's excited about Lexi Hall's contract. The Indiana Fever just dropped some big news about it. And it's a huge statement. People who follow the league are really watching Hall closely. She's super talented on the court, with amazing skills. But her influence is growing off the court too. And hey, in the busy world of professional sports, news can just pop up out of nowhere, keeping everyone from experts to fans on their toes.
Clark lobbing it in. Boston draws 2 in the corner. Hall, you bet!
So, today we're diving into all of Lexi Hall's latest contract news. For anyone who's not totally up to speed, Lexi has been one of the most intriguing players to watch ever since her incredible college days. The Fever really wanted to boost their roster. That's why they drafted her, with big hopes for what she could do in the league. But here's the thing. What does this new contract actually mean? Could it be a sign of bigger changes coming? Or does it tell us something about how the WNBA deals with its players overall?
Lexi Hall, I am a hard worker. I pride myself on being one of the hardest workers in the gym. 2-9! Yeah, my help! Yeah, I play really hard, and I think that by watching our games, you'll see that I give everything I have, and that every game, every day I step on the court, that I try to...
Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, share it with your basketball friends, and subscribe to our channel for all the WNBA updates. Because listen, whether you're a super fan or just love watching the game, this Lexi Hall news is going to get everyone talking, especially as we get closer to the season. In this video, we're going to break down this surprising news. We'll look at how it might impact Lexi Hall personally, and what this change could mean for the Fever as they prep for the upcoming season.
I would say that's kind of my role.
Respectful.
That's kind of, a reason that I'm out there is to try to make an impact defensively. And I know I was undersized going against DB. And so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. We're done.
Oh, Lex.
We got a team on
Everyone's soon.
This one's for Kelsey. Just kind of following.
Lexi Hall's path to the WNBA, it actually started way back at Stanford University, long before she even hit the big league. She wasn't just this amazing scorer, She really made a name for herself as a super hard worker and a versatile player. Plus, she was a fierce defender, always giving it absolutely everything she had on the court. Her talent and dedication, they were key to Stanford winning the 2021 NCAA championship. That's why so many teams wanted her. They were just dying to add her to their roster.
You find that balance that now, hey, great, we're in. But you have an opportunity to climb a couple seeds here, keep the winning going, and kind of keep this momentum going that you had in August into September.
Yeah, it's great to have it clinched, but it's not over. Like we said, we're taking every game as it comes, really focus on the game in front of us, really focus on the game tonight against Los Angeles, and I'm just excited to see, where by the end of the regular season.
And so, the Indiana Fever picked Lexi as the 6th overall choice in the 2022 WNBA draft. That just showed how incredibly skilled she was, especially for a team that had been having some tough seasons lately. When she arrived, it brought so much optimism and hope for the future. Her versatility was a big deal too. She was seriously the perfect fit for what the Fever wanted, building a more dynamic and competitive team. She could defend against tough players and just brought this unbelievable energy every single game.
This is your 3rd season in the WNBA, and this year you got to be on the court with Caitlin Clark, and you also struck up a friendship with her. Can you talk about how important it is to have that camaraderie on and off the court?
I think it was important to get to know her off the court, because I do think that, connections, getting to know people really play a part in the success of teams. And it's really awesome to get to know her as well, because she's a great person, but you have all these expectations put on her, and our team has put on her, and fans have put on her. So to see her kind of be so mature in that transition, it's been really awesome. And I'm just really proud to, have her on.
What's crazy is that basketball is amazing because it really doesn't matter where you start your journey. It's all about how much you grow and get better over time. But even though Lexie showed a ton of promise in her first season, she also ran into some real challenges. Going up against those more seasoned WNBA players who'd been in the league for a while.
Whether it's coming up with a loose ball or rebound.
So, the Fevers got this big strategy to build a really solid future. They want to get back to those amazing memories, like winning the championship in 2012. That's why they've drafted talented players like Lexi Hall and Elite. There have definitely been a lot of ups and downs with the team experimenting with different lineups and tactics, trying to mix that fresh, youthful energy with the experience of the veterans, and honestly, even with some rough, recent seasons, the fans are still really optimistic. They truly believe if the Fever can just get the right pieces, they'll be serious contenders again.
I think I want to be known as just a really good teammate, someone that my teammates trust, that they know that I'll give everything that I have.
Lexie is absolutely essential to this whole rebuilding process. She's a young player with so much potential, bringing a fresh perspective that the Fever really needs to develop. But here's where it gets interesting. These leaked contract details, they're really making people question how the team actually sees her contributions. And what does that mean for her future with them?
The Hall 3-on-2. Hall feeds to Clark. Right back for Lexi Hall, who buries the three. She's locked in.
So, we don't have all the specific details yet, but it looks like Lexi Hall's contract, especially for a young player still finding her footing in the league, has raised some eyebrows. Is she really getting the salary she deserves? Or does this deal actually show how the WNBA approaches paying its young talent compared to other sports leagues? A lot of fans and experts were pretty shocked by some of the clauses in there. Her actual pay, any incentives, all those details are being looked at really closely right now. The big question is whether her contract truly matches her skills and what she's capable of down the road.
I think it's really exciting. I know coming into this season, we had higher expectations with, the rookie we brought in. So we didn't know what that was going to come with. We didn't know exactly how the fans would react, but it exceeded our expectations, I think. Especially comparing it to the first half of our season now, heading into, our last game and then heading into the playoffs. It's just, I feel like we have a lot of momentum and we're just really excited to see where we are today.
Did you know Caitlin before she came here?
No, I just saw her. I watched her play obviously a bunch and didn't know what she'd be like, and just, really happy she's here.
This whole situation also makes us think about the Fever's strategy. Are they spending enough to build a championship-winning team? Or are they just stuck with financial limits that stop them from making those really tempting offers? To truly get why Hall's contract is so important, we have to look at other players from the 2022 draft class. Think about Ryan Howard and Melissa Smith. They've gotten attention for both their impressive deals and what they do on the court. So where does Lexie fit into all that? Howard, for example, she's quickly become a star, winning awards and making huge contributions to her team's success. Her contract pretty much lines up with her overall achievements. But Lexie, she's focused more on defense and teamwork, which then brings up questions about whether her current deal truly reflects her value in those really crucial areas. Fans and experts are debating these points late into the night.
It's having a tough assignment on a perimeter. It's getting tips and deflections. It's right here, another tip. Another deflection, which results in a turnover. That's Lexi Hall.
Look, not every star shines exactly the same way, right? And Lexie's unique talents might not always show up perfectly in the stats. But this comparison really highlights how tough it is to figure out a player's true value. It leaves fans wondering if the Fever is doing enough to really support Lexie's brilliance and keep her totally motivated.
The TSA messaging is all Lexi Hall.
Knocks down a tough shot on the other end. Here's Clark. Boston, extra pass. Lexi Hall buries the from his sisters. Thomas knocks it away. Lexi Hall at the fire, and one.
Okay, so one huge factor affecting Lexie's deal is the WNBA salary cap. Unlike a lot of other sports leagues, the WNBA has these really strict financial rules. They basically dictate exactly how much clubs can pay their players. And honestly, these rules make things super challenging for both teams and the players themselves. because teams have to manage their money super carefully while still trying to build a great squad. The salary cap often means young players like Lexie start out on lower contracts. This is especially true for a rebuilding team like the Fever. They really have to watch their budget. Now, while the salary cap is supposed to keep things fair in terms of competition, it also makes you wonder what fair actually means. Is Lexie valued enough under these strict rules? And how does that affect young players' development and motivation? These questions keep popping up as people debate the future of the league. Supporters, commentators, everyone's had a strong reaction to the news of Lexie's leaked contract. On social media, comments go from total surprise to full support, with some fans thinking she absolutely deserves a better deal. Analysts are weighing in too, giving all sorts of different views on what this leak means for the Fever and the league as a whole. Some think it really highlights the Fever's financial struggles. But one thing's for sure, this leak has put Lexie right in the spotlight. Fans and analysts are dissecting every single detail. Now she has a real chance to go out there and show her skills, to prove why she deserves a bigger role and maybe even a better contract in the WNBA. Others, though, think the contract is just right for her current level of play. This whole issue speaks to a much bigger conversation about the WNBA and how it manages player contracts. As the league keeps growing and getting more attention, there's more pressure to make sure teams have the money to put together competitive lineups and that players are paid fairly. When you look at the big picture, stories like this one are a reminder that there's still work to be done. Fans are still pushing for changes. You just hope the league finds better ways to support its players and teams moving forward. The details of Lexie's contract that went public really show the challenges the league faces trying to hit those goals. This contract leak could actually be a turning point. It's forced people to think about her worth and the league's future plan. But it also gives her a huge opportunity to show everyone what she's truly capable of, especially with the right mindset and a supportive staff. Yeah, the Fever team has a fantastic opportunity here. They can really show they believe in Lexie and their other young players by focusing on their growth and building a truly positive atmosphere. If they do that, they can create a team that not only plays great, but also totally inspires the fans who are just watching and supporting them through all these new challenges. Her story, honestly, is going to be super interesting to follow.
Second half, misses that one. Paul gives the Fever another chance, penetrating, driving, and hitting. Hurry.
If you found all this WNBA insight fascinating, then please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates and deep dives. So, what do you think about the leaked info on Lexi Hall's contract? Do you think it's a fair deal, or does it actually point to some much bigger problems in the WNBA? As this whole situation develops, stories like this one just keep highlighting both the big opportunities and the real challenges ahead for the league. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again soon.
Obviously, Lexie's been tremendous, especially on the defensive end. She just brings a spark and a tenacity about her that, maybe we weren't always getting on the defensive end, and she's just willing to do whatever it takes for this team, and it's helped our defense improve a lot. So I think offensively and defensively, we've taken a step forward, and, that's kind of what the coaches challenged us in going into that break.
And if you found all this WNBA insight fascinating, then please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates and deep dives. So what do you think about the leaked info on Lexi Hall's contract? Do you think it's a fair deal, or does it actually point to some much bigger problems in the WNBA? As this whole situation develops, stories like this one just keep highlighting both the big opportunities and the real challenges ahead for the league. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again soon.